And we should be live, and hopefully my microphone's working. I didn't even think about checking it. I'm assuming it is. If you can hear me, say thumbs up. Say thumbs up, or anyway. How y'all doing? How you doing, Wendy, Lisa, Pork Chop? How y'all doing this fine evening? Hope everybody's doing well out there and making your money and enjoying life. And we are live. Yeah, we are live. Am I late? Yeah, I'm a little late, aren't I? I don't even know what time it is. 9:03. Been working on stuff and listening to Steve's live stream in the background. And I got nothing. I have not worked this week. I couldn't tell you anything about Spark I did turn it on earlier and $7 order for 10 miles kept popping up all for about 4 hours. And I saw a couple of $8, $9 orders. Nothing worth getting out that front door for. Too many things to do here. Anyway, hey, I'm not all blue tonight. I just looked over. Oh, hey y'all. Look, I got a real haircut. Look at that. I gotta get me some mousse though. The back end isn't leaning forward too far. You can see you can see my scalp anyway, but oh well. Get me this like punk rock. Who was it? David Bowie had his hair all hooped up. Get me a haircut like that. How you doing, Ray? Hope you are doing well. So anyway, hope y'all have had. Did y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend? I really didn't do much. Wound up going up to Wichita Mountains and Lawton, Oklahoma. Well, I got told it made me look younger, and oh yeah, I need to look younger if I can. But my mom had got her lady that does her hair. And she told her, she goes, "Oh, he don't even need a haircut. He just needs a little trim." When I got there, I told her, I said, "Cut it. I'm tired of the wings sticking out and the little strands of hair hanging down on my face." So I just went short. She put some kind of gel stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't use that stuff, and I don't really know what it is. I was at Walmart earlier. I did get out and go to Walmart. I had a one of the sellers was wanting me, or not a seller, but they're one of the go-betweens, want me to do some reading glasses review. And I need some reading glasses. I do actually have some, but don't ask me where they're at. They're in a box that's in a drawer that's somewhere other than here on my desk where they should be. Anyway, I had to get something at Walmart anyway, so I went ahead and looked at the glasses, got my number that I needed, and should be getting some reading glasses. I did get some headphones today. I was in the mailbox, and you know, I am a gamer. Right. Professional gaming headset. These are wired though. But I don't know how gamers are. I don't think it's as important on gamer. But when you're editing video, using my Bluetooth headphones is not very good. You got a slot delay in it, and you got to sync your audio track with your video track because I use these mics that I can record straight into this. So I don't have to adjust anything from the camera or my phone. I don't have to adjust the different settings for microphones because this is the recorder. The drawback is you have to sync it with your video. But I think it works out better. I haven't noticed if y'all have watched any of my reviews, and it could just be me or this speaker, but it seems like I hear a little crackling, just little cracks. But I don't see it on the sound wave, on the waves of the what music or the audio track. I don't really see it there, but who knows? Anyway, So what's up in your world? I guess I could have titled that this live stream that "What's up in your world?" instead of just hanging out. Basically, that's what we are doing. Just hanging out, just rambling. Still don't know why everything was so blue last week. I may have another camera coming in like this. Wouldn't that be cool to? Well, with StreamYard, I can't run to cameras on the free account. I'd have to do a paid version, and I don't. I really don't think it's worth it at this time. Maybe in the future, but not right now. But it'd be kind of cool to have a camera like sitting over here. Then we could switch cameras and angles. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to send it or not. I kind of popped off and told them $150 to do the review on a $400 camera. But I don't know. I had a one place earlier. They had wanted me to do. It's a nice lights, outdoor solar lights. But I have done so many of them, and I have. I think no, I get my mom gave. Well, we had one sitting over at my mom's, and she gave it to my son-in-law. But anyway, it's not a big deal, and they like, oh, we believe in our products, so we don't spend any money. I said, well, good luck to you. I don't care. You don't want to send me your stuff? Don't send it. If it was something that I was wanting or something that I knew somebody needed or something, I wouldn't mind doing it for free. But I'm tired of working for free for things that I don't even need. You know, if I don't think it'll sell, and there was a 2-pack for $29. You're not going to get that much for it on the marketplace off of Facebook, and you're just not going to get that much for it. So it's not really worth it. Not when I could be doing something else. And anyway, I didn't DoorDash yesterday or today. Did several proxy fixes. Oh, I did. Well, no, today's just the 30th. Yep. Verizon should be coming up because they didn't do it last month, so it should be this month. Verizon, and then what's that? FedEx. FedEx. I'll have those two. I don't get the proxy fix like you do. There was one that popped up yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday or the day before, $20, but it was across town over by the base, and that was about 9 miles. They were paying $20. I mean, the job would have been easy, but if you start calculating your mileage from my house to there and back to the house, you're talking about 18 miles, and you're doing it for $20. So, yeah, that was $1 a mile, a little over. But is it, if you're working on other things, is it worth stopping what you're doing to go do that, and that's it, and then come back? I'll let somebody else have it. Maybe somebody else was out and profitable to them. I do enjoy doing the proxy fixes. I do appreciate you turning me onto that app. It's a nice little one to have. It's a lot more dependable than Roadie is, that's for sure. Even if I got one, well, I do get once a month. That's more than I do with Roadie. I have Verizon to do tomorrow. There's 3 others to do in the area, but I'm not sure I want to do those. We don't have that issue here. Mine, I guess tomorrow will be the 31st. So, what is tomorrow's Friday? So I guess I'll probably do it Monday. I'm sure they'll. That's one thing I've noticed. They assign you. They just assign it to you. So I wasn't sure how they was going to do that, but with like the FedEx one, they just assign it to me. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with Verizon. I need to get in buddies with the Verizon manager up there because hopefully this contract with USR will be over soon. But on the bright side, US Cellular, I don't know if y'all have US Cellular where you're at, but US Cellular is selling out. Verizon is buying part of it, and it was either AT&T or T-Mobile. I think I can't remember. It's one of those two. But they're buying US Cellular out, so hopefully their service will get much better. A few years ago they were great, but ever since they went to the 5G, most all of it, cell services has really been lousy. It's like they've got the data, but I guess you're adding on new people every day. Eventually, I think it'll get caught up because your old people don't use that much data. I mean, and some of them probably don't even have cell phones, and you've got younger people that are adding accounts quicker than the older people are. But eventually, the my age and between me and my mom's age, we're going to be the ones using the data. I don't know. They better do something that's going to get flooded really bad. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. Anyway, anyway, what is happening today? Did they get all the electricity back on down in your neck of the woods, pork chop? I haven't heard much. I know apparently they had some pretty good storms down around Kaufman County, which is getting down towards Houston, down, down that way. But apparently they called in the state guard. I don't know if it was flooding or tornadoes. I don't know. I didn't read that news break. I do know. I caught Kaufman because that's start getting down towards between the Cedar Creek Lake down there, but southeast of Dallas when you're heading. What is that? 45 that goes to Houston. Hey, Alex, how are you doing? And I'm just on here rambling about neither bit of nothing. So if you got something to say, the floor is yours. We're just hanging out. I got nothing, but I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit, see what's going on. I just really haven't been doing a lot of Spark. Um, I've turned it on. It's been really slow, but I'm getting swamped doing the reviews. That is a full time job and a half. So, just for a little hobby and a little side money, it's turned into a very time consuming adventure. I did manage to make it to Taco Casa. They ought to be paying me. I'm advertising for them. Like a million people are going to see me hold that cup up. And one of the reasons why it might be better is I just realized I have this light facing me. Is it too bright? I usually, I usually have it turned down. That's a little better than it. I don't know. It depends on your monitor, I suppose. Go ahead and me. Well, there we go. That ain't too bad. I don't know. I just ramble. I got a lot of years of stuff stored up. A lot of years just been quiet and timid, not saying much of nothing. So now I just blurt stuff out, and 90% of the time don't know what I'm talking about. One of the proxy picks was 30 miles away. I got them to up the price before I agreed. Yeah, I would tell you, 30 miles here is quite a ways. I would, man, that would be like driving. Well, y'all don't know where Vernon's at, but I'm just thinking in my head how far that is. News break. Kind of watching the weather a little bit. There's some storms out in West Texas, but I don't know that they're going to make it. Woke up this morning, it's a Bob Seger song, isn't it? Woke up this morning, it's time to thunder. Uh, Makes my mind wonder. Anyway, if you know Bob Seger song, you probably know the one I'm talking about. I don't know what the weather. I don't know what the weather at. Oh well, it's staying down south. Looks like it's going to go between Fort Worth and Waco. So if you're in the Fort Worth and Dallas area, you are probably going to get wet here in a little while. Looks like there's ooh, Louisiana has some tornado warnings over around Alexandria. It's very informative if you live in that part of Louisiana. Otherwise, it's useless information. Looks like Houston has a special marine warning. So if you're going to be out fishing off the coast of, what would that be? Texas City to Lake Jackson, might be some high tides coming in. I don't know. I actually don't know what special marine warning means. I'm just thinking of high tides. Never been around. Well, I take that back. I did live in Gulfport, which was on the Mississippi coast for one summer. Well, over summer, not very long. It sounds like you need some better headphones. Got a great pair of Bluetooth on Razor. I got some headphones in today to do a review on. You're young. Have you ever heard of this brand? It wasn't really cheap. I mean, they were like super high, but they wasn't cheap. That warning means don't be an idiot and take your boat out. Oh, well, okay. But if salt water is like fresh water, if you got storms coming in, usually the fish bite really good. I wouldn't take a chance out in the Gulf though. That water's a little deeper than the lakes around here, and it goes out a lot further. You know, I could swim a little ways, but can't swim that far. We used to go out off the Gulfport. It was called Ship Island. What was that other island that we fished around a lot? But Ship Island was, I think, 13 miles out because a long, long time ago, back in the 40s, they had a casino and stuff out there because it was international coast water. But I think the United States extended that line, and now it's within. So now it's just like a museum. It was a fort originally, I believe, and they made it a casino with ladies of the evening or something like that, if I remember right. Just stories. But, yeah, it's 13 miles up. But I think the other island was Goat Island. It wasn't, but maybe a mile off the coast. We fished between there and there. Between there and there, like you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I just don't know a whole lot about the saltwater storm warnings and what they mean. But I would just, if I was down that way and I had a boat, I would think what you're saying. Just not go, not fish off the dock down there somewhere. When you're a part of the state that has a lot of rain, it all drains down here into the Gulf. Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, because it's going to come down. Well, all the rivers, the Guadalupe, Brazos, I guess the Red River, it comes all the way from out in West Texas, across North Texas, and East Texas, dumps down yonder in the bayou. One thing I do like about being down there at Gulfport and Corpus and places like that was the shrimp. I get tickled when you go to a restaurant here and you want they say jumbo shrimp, and they're not like this. When I was in Gulfport, large shrimp were bigger than the jumbo shrimp here, and it was good too. You get it right off the boat. The shrimpers would come in. My parents got to go out on the shrimp boat. Uh, Relative by marriage, something about his brother or something worked on a shrimp boat, and they all got to go. Of course, mom said it stunk, and I remember she said she was sick or whatever. But that would have been kind of fun, though, if you got to fish, and you'd have plenty of bait. One of them lifetime experiences. I've always wanted to go. We fished in the boat, but I mean, I want to go like a charter boat, where they take you out and they get the big reds and lemon fish and stuff like that. All we caught was what was it, white trout or I don't remember. And I think no, I think it was somebody that was fishing by us. They caught a big old redfish. Apparently, they're good fish to eat. I did catch a stingray though. Mom told me she said, when we were talking about this last week. I don't remember what we was talking about. She said you should have told them about catching the stingray. I said, did catch a stingray down there and go for it. And the boy got it. There again, you get somebody that don't know what they're doing. All I know is to leave it alone. But apparently, it's a good to eat thing. Maybe it's a Asian thing. Yeah, the Red River, when we went across Monday, the Red River up here, now you get over more Sherman over in the central part of Texas, or North Texas. That part of the river a lot of times has water. At this end, half the time you could probably nearly jump across where the river's at. The river bed is probably eighth of a mile, maybe a quarter of a mile wide. I don't think it's quite a quarter. Yeah, I don't think it's quite a quarter of a mile. But anyway, when most of the time there's a little stream that runs through it. But it was rolling pretty good. But yeah, y'all gonna get a lot of runoff down yonder on the Chattahoochee. See, I can just ramble about anything. But see, you gave me something to talk about, so y'all just keep feeding me, and we'll just keep running with it. Don't always have to be about work. Be about play. You get those um, the, the beautiful lit flowers. I did get that review done. And actually, they wasn't that bad looking, because my mom's got. I don't know if y'all watch the review or not. She's got this ivy stuff, ground cover, but it's kind of tall. And stuck in there at night with them lit. It it looked okay. I was um, a little more impressed than I was just looking at them in the box. What opened the other channel with the birth? Oh, what opened to your other channel? I think you mean what happened to your other channel with the break room? I don't know. I don't know, Ray. I just got I got busy. I mean, it sounded like a good idea, but I don't really have time. I mean, I wanted to have the time because I thought it'd be fun just to hang out and talk about whatever. But we pretty much do that here. But I do kind of want to. do a live stream on the review channel. That way, I could, you know, give some stuff away and talk about products and things like that. If y'all ever get into doing product reviews, make sure you take these things off. Do these things and a QR codes, which this one don't have on it. I did a review the other day, and I took all the labels off. And when I was editing it, over here on the side there was a little QR code. What a pain! Well, I'm talking about that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. What a pain when you have to blur that out because they will block everything, or they will flag you for every QR code. Even if you tore that off right there, wait, let me get it what I'm saying. That right there, they would get you. Well, you can actually still see it, can't you? You know, when you're just looking at it like this, you can't really see it, but it has to be completely off. But I think they are probably using AI to detect this stuff, and it's not human because it's detecting stuff that's not even really there anymore. That QR code is made on the box, so let's get Mark to cover that one. Just realized I wasn't live, huh? I was about 15 minutes. Okay. That's why you're talking about the headphones, because I hadn't shown them. You know, I just got them to do the review, and I thought that they would sell because I have these headphones here, Scarlett. No, that's the audio stuff that I have for doing live streams and stuff. I would have paid for what that, like the Scarlett mic and the little box that you plug the mic into and the headphones into. You can plug a guitar into it, stuff like that for mixing. I wouldn't pay for that. I would personally just get a USB microphone, set it up there, and call it good. Those USB mics don't sound as good as these do, if not better. But like I said, I didn't pay for this one. And it's what I had. It's kind of like doing videos, you know, like those big fancy YouTubers. That's what they tell you. That's it. The best equipment is equipment you have. You shoot videos with your telephone. That is the best equipment for you. The only thing that I really would say about that, because lately I've noticed it some. You can tell the difference between my big camera and the phone, but your audio really needs to be up because if you can see it good, that's great. But if you can't hear what that person is saying or it's crackling, that's why I was talking about these Boya mics because it was kind of getting a little crackly. But it may just be this. It could be the speaker. Got this label on. But yeah, your audio and video is important, but your audio and your lighting. Which if you're doing stuff outside, I have noticed though on my camera or on my phone, it looks hazy sometimes. Now, I'm not a connoisseur of camera phones, camera in the phones. Not much, but I don't know if it's the lighting that causes that. You know, it'll pop up for every once in a while. It's clean the screen, or clean the lens, and you clean the lens, but it doesn't quite look the same. It's a little grainy, but maybe that's just me being anal. I don't know. But hey, I did get an action camera that I was actually mighty impressed with. Yeah, I think that video's coming out here in a day or two. Um, it got flagged on Amazon. I was supposed to do it for my China dolls. I was supposed to do it for a TikTok video, and I did. I did the TikTok one, but it's also on Amazon. So I made an Amazon one. You could hold this and keep your hand right there, but you really got to be concentrating, or you're going to forget, and you're going to get everything out of the box, and you're just going to scoot this box over on the table, and then later when you go to editing, you're going to notice that box is sitting like that on your desk, and then get your. I was looking at some old reviews that's on Amazon, and apparently they use because there was QR codes, scan barcodes, all kinds of stuff. They never said anything about it last year. I think they get in trouble for it or something. I don't really know. Nevertheless, I do a lot more talking about reviews than I do the gig apps. It is a gig if you think about it. What actually defines gig? Isn't that just being like a contract laborer? Because musicians say, "I got a gig tonight." What is a gig? A live performance? Okay, that's about it. A job, especially one that is temporary or freelance and performed on an informal or on-demand basis. Her husband picked up a food delivery gig. So I guess doing reviews is a gig type of job. So it kind of ties in with Dad and Grandpa. Some post-it notes to cover the level. Yeah, but I'm wondering if that AI, because I had a white square. I mean, literally, it was a white square. It was where the label was, but there was on the box. It was a square, and Amazon picked it up. And then I wound up, and I thought, no, it doesn't have anything on it. It's just a white label on a box. Didn't have anything on it, and I blurred it, went right through. So I don't know. I don't know if it would detect a post-it note or not. At the time that I watched the review, I didn't think much about it, but I don't even remember who it was. It might have been Freaking Reviews. I can't remember, but he did a marker that let's see, was it no, it was a roller thing. It was supposed to, you could roll over the barcode, but it bled through on some of them. I didn't really get the concept of why you would do that. Now I get it. Now I understand. So, I don't know. But I have got to help a couple of people on the Amazon influencer YouTube or Facebook group because they was asking about the YouTube videos for the product reviews, and I felt kind of good because they was asking me stuff. Made me feel special. Somebody had asked me something, and I actually knew what to say. So it feels good. I don't know. I had thought about doing something similar to that on the review channel, but I don't know what it is. Me too, so it shouldn't matter. But I've been getting a lot of emails lately from sellers and third party places that which they all say, we have been following you on YouTube and we like what you're doing, blah, 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 which is total crap. 'Cause then they ask, What's your YouTube channel? If you've been following me, you know that. So that they just try to hype you up. But if they did watch them, I wonder if it would be against kind of be against you if you was showing like behind the scenes. You know, like we did that one live stream. I know you watched it, right? I can't remember who else was there, but you know, it was very boring. Probably won't do that again. Actually, if I was more organized and worked quicker, it wouldn't be too bad. But when you're doing a box opening and you're recording, you forget. Like I could say, got some professional headphones in by, and then I would have to stop, read the name, and then try to figure out how to pronounce it. It's not a lot of these videos. I'll say I think it's Jiku or Jico, Jeecoo. I'll spell it out. I have no idea. I butcher them names pretty bad. But anyway, I don't know. These are them. I don't even know how much these were. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping I get that one camera though. That'd be cool. It's a conference camera. It's 2K video with 10 times zoom. Should be just about like this one, but I will probably sell it unless it's better than this one. And if it's better, this one works though. I could sell that one for new. I couldn't sell this one for new, but this one was about 400 bucks. You know, I personally wouldn't pay that for it, but you know, that's just me. But the conferencing one, the original, what they was originally going to send me is what we used at the state hospital. You know, we would take the patients into a room and we'd have the receiver and speaker, the mic and speaker, a little round, like a big ashtray basically, it's in the middle of the table. And you would have the camera up above the TV monitor. And that's what we used as the conference calls. They're like big rooms. It was that one was I want to say 12.99 or something like that. Maybe 9.99. I can't remember. But anyway, when I told them that I would because in live during live streams and stuff, then they came back with this. Obviously, that I wouldn't need that speaker microphone. But anyway, um, this everything's off subject, off topic around here. But I was sitting there thinking about. I didn't catch all what Steve was talking about, but like in Minnesota, like talking unions and things like that, and whether DoorDash and them are going to stay there or not. Um, a lot of things going to be going on with these gig apps, and that's what I'm getting at. If you don't depend on DoorDash and Uber, you know, there's probably always going to be apps around like that. I don't think they're going anywhere, but just how good they are, I don't know. That's why we kind of want to might be working on other things. I'm looking to update my equipment for doing lives and pickups, etc. I'm wondering if I should get a mobile Wi-Fi unit or if I could get our wireless company to give us a unlimited hotspot. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but you know, I've got one Samsung phone over there. Doesn't matter if it's Samsung or not, but it doesn't have internet service. But I can hotspot it to this phone. But I don't know how good the signal would be because you know, if you just happen to have two cameras or two phones, you couldn't very well use your one phone to work with and to live stream with. And I don't know hotspot if it would have a good enough connection. Um, somebody somebody had something what you're talking about. Who was it? Was it Cricket? One of the internet or the phone providers, not like AT&T and stuff. One of the smaller ones. They was talking about unlimited hotspots on the commercial. I don't remember what it was. And you can live stream. I never did it because I couldn't quite figure it out, and I didn't figure it out. I probably could have if I would have. But you can live stream with like a GoPro or something like that. I don't know if you got your one yet or not, but I know GoPro has a setting in there where you can live stream, you can connect it. I guess kind of like with your other phone, but I don't know. I would, I don't know how much you talked about soda, but he's using two because he'll have one videoing and one when he's doing his apps. So I don't know if he's paying for two different services or if he's just using a hotspot on the one phone. I kind of stopped because I was thinking, I don't know if you could do it or not, but like a trail cam, it's got a wireless connection. Somebody told me that you can get that through Verizon, and it's just for it may just be for video. It's like $10 a month. You might check that. I don't know if you can or not. He has a hotspot on his car and then live streams on a laptop. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know Nissan has mine doesn't, but Nissan Rogue has one. Emily's got hers set up like that now because cellular is not any good where she lives. And you can, it's a little better. I think it goes through. I think AT&T is what she had told me. I can't remember now. But yeah, I don't know if your vehicle has. It may just be newer vehicles because I think hers is 2023 or a 20. I think it's a 20. Might be a 22. Of course, mine's a 17. So I don't have that luxury. I'm not all fancy like that. If I got an action camera with Wi-Fi and was able to patch it to the mobile hotspot, that would be good. I've been looking at the DJI Osmo 4 action camera. Yeah, I would look into other options. I mean, I like GoPro and everything, but the DJI, it's really good. I was trying to remember. There's one guy, David Manning. David Manning. I just happened to his name. Usually names escape me, but I think he had a new video come out and it was on the notifications. But David Manning, Manning, look him up if you haven't watched him because he's got some comparisons with those action cameras in his videos, recent videos, like in the last 6 months, 3 months, I think. We have AT&T and mine's 2012, so no mobile hotspot, unfortunately. I don't have it. That would be cool. But I know, like on your trail cams, you can get but it may not have audio. It may just be strictly for video. I don't know. Maybe strictly just data, whether it's audio or video. It's like $10 a month, but it could be capped too. I don't know. I know. Speaking of capped, some Verizon and T-Mobile, and I don't remember if it's AT&T or not, but the big wigs are getting lawsuits for false advertisements on their unlimited data because they do not clearly state that while being unlimited, it is governed down, throttle it down. They're getting lost. They're getting a lawsuit on that. So hopefully, in a year or two, when it says unlimited, it'll truly be unlimited. But I don't know. I could use this information. We're not going to get nothing out of it, but it might make the service better in the future. These companies accountable for what they're saying and what they're doing. I'm just glad U.S. Cellular is getting bought out. Hopefully, they'll improve. And they're fine in Wichita Falls, but they've still got some dead spots in Wichita Falls. And you can go to way out um, between Lawton, Oklahoma, and Wichita Falls, out in the middle of nowhere, and U.S. Cellular service is great. But when you get into a town, like Burke Burnett, which is, I don't know what the population is. It's not a big town at all, but it's not a little bitty town. But their service is awful. There's some places in that town there is no service, and you're right. You're 10 miles from Wichita Falls. Um, Burke Burnett City, Texas. Population 11,102 as of 2022. So probably around 12,000, 11 to 12,000 people. And that's a lot of folks to have an LLC phone service. And they just tell you, sorry. You could probably, if you have a tablet, you could probably use. I don't know how good the camera is on the tablets. I wonder, if he's using a laptop, I wonder if you could use a tablet. Of course, a laptop might stay stationary better up on the dash. That the action camera I got in, I don't remember seeing anything about Wi-Fi. Hang on. This was the Brave 4 Pro. Sure wish I had them reading glasses right now. But I got a phone that's got a camera on it. See, I'm just normal, folks. I ain't got enough light in here. Here we go. Oh, that's just what's the contents. I don't think this one has Wi-Fi. I know the GoPro does, but this actually was for I think it was $169. It wasn't as expensive as GoPros, but it wasn't bad. Let's see. Let me look at my browsing history. Or this monitor, everything is so much bigger. I can actually read it. This monitor is a 1080. Oh, no. This is not 160. What did I talk about? This is 84.99. And not a bad camera. I was actually impressed with it for the price. I have a mount for an iPad, but it's the older iPad and just Wi-Fi compatibility on that. I do know some of the like uh, I think mom's is there a 5? I don't know. It's really old, really old. It's probably 3 years old. No, it's a little older than that. But I think there's some compatibility with some of the newer stuff, and it just won't work. And that big nice tablet I got, it's a 15 inch, and it's fine for watching YouTube videos and checking your email and stuff like that. But there's some apps that won't work on it. They crash. And I wrote that company an email and app company to see if there was a fix, but it just like crashes back to the desktop. It'll open up, start to load it. These are like Facebook games. Been playing gin rummy. Um, I think Gin Rummy Plus or Mazinga. I don't want to play right now, but it crashes back to the desktop. I don't know what's up with it. So as far as being able, I don't know if that your iPad would do StreamYard or not. If you're going to use StreamYard, I don't know. But like Ulet and Tim, Bud Soda, those folks, I would see what they're doing. Of course, we know what Ulet is doing now. What is his name? I forget what his real name is. Anyway, um, we have silence. Silence is precious in the right moments, but not moments like this when we should just be talking and rambling and playing with the men's cat cover. Anyway, y'all, it's getting about time to get off here anyway. I got to, here's that thing. That was Canada old. Can you send me the video without subtitles and stickers, friend? Hmm. So there's more editing. How you doing, Ellen? Are you going to try to DoorDash? Giving up on for now. I every time I turn DoorDash on, I can never get on. I mean, I still have it, I'm still active on it, and if I was able to get on there, I would get on there. But I'm not. I don't care. You know, there was a point where I depended on DoorDash and Uber and all them, but got a flex video going up tomorrow. Back to the YouTube grind. Yeah, it can be. YouTube itself can be a grind. But anyway, yeah, I've still got DoorDash taken off, but telling you, doing these reviews, you know, Spark has been really bad, and my mom, she's a mother, so she worries about my finances and stuff, and she says you might have to get you a part-time job, and I'm like, when would I have time? I well, I know you got to have money to pay the bills. I get that, but if you if you're so tied up and working on reviews and stuff like that, you don't really have time to stop to go work a part time job. I mean, if it comes to that, I would do that. I ain't no doubt about that. I like to eat. I like to have a roof over my head. I like to have my air conditioner. But so far, you know, knock on wood, I'm being blessed. Hopefully, it'll continue like that. Can't count on it. I don't count. I was one of those people that asked about the Amazon influencer on that Amazon influencer group. It's just like these gig apps. Don't depend on it. With you may make $1,500 one month, and then the next month you may make $200 because it's commissions. You're going to get Amazon commission. If people ain't buying stuff, you ain't making money. So don't depend on it. If you get to the point where you're making 5 or 6 thousand a month on just Amazon, you know, if it drops off, maybe it will not drop off to where you're going to be poverty. You know, not be able to pay but it'll drop off to 3,000. But I'm quite a ways from that much money. I'm not even close to that. But you know, it makes the car payment or rent, whichever one. If it keeps going like this month, then pay the car payment and the rent. But don't count on it. That's what I told them. And it's just like these apps. Don't count on it. But if you've got enough little money coming in from here and here and here, and it'll all come together. A lot of it, I don't ever expect to go buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something like some of them big YouTubers. But if I bought anything right now, I'd like to have a pickup and a boat. Of course, you'd have to stop and have the time to do it. It's nice to think about, though. I just got 34 cents from Amazon. I'll be buying me a new car tomorrow. All right. Might be one of them armrest covers. Okay. Shop on Well, if it's Amazon card, though, you can't shop on it. Mm. Have you figured out an hourly average you bring in from your reviews? You know, wait a minute. I'm really starting to like doing deliveries, thinking about working full time at my job. I can't say, and I don't know how it is there, but from what the stuff that I heard Steve talking about earlier, it's even more reiterates what I'm saying. Don't depend on these apps because they've been around for a few years, but all other types of jobs, they're new. They're still new. Whether they're going to last, I don't know. Something to sort of like DoorDash and restaurant. To what extent, I don't know. Um, as far as the hourly rate, you know, I know when you're doing like gig apps, like delivering, you break it down, and I still do it on Spark. If you're looking at an offer with 3 drops, not a shopping order, but just a curbside pickup, I look at it like the hour. Okay, if it's an $18 order, that's $18 an hour. And, a lot of people will say, "Oh, you can get two orders in, sometimes three." Very rarely are you going to get three. Occasionally, you might get two, but not curbside. Not at our WalMarts. And I hear people. I don't hear, but I read on Reddit. Some people are waiting 35 to 45 minutes just to get loaded because Walmart's so slow. And then you got people taking $7, $9 orders. So it makes no sense to do that. But what I was getting at, Because I really haven't tried to break down the hourly thing because a lot of it has to do with me personally. I can knock this review out in 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops, but I am so hard on myself that if I don't say something right or or not exactly right, or if I leave something out and I'll add it in, I spend a lot more time on it, and that may get better with time, but I don't want to become a machine and lose the personality, you know, then you become a robot like the AI stuff. So what I'm getting at is I probably spend a lot more time editing and doing the reviews than I really need to, but I enjoy doing it. But with that being said, you know, between reviewing it, editing it, and uploading it, you can probably do that in 30 minutes. But with me, it's probably going to take me about 2 hours, and that's just with that. That's not having to put stuff together because like I've got a little dresser over here. About 2 hours, 2.5 hours just to put it together. But I stopped and I looked at stuff, and you know, it wasn't hard, hard or uh, grind, you know, work grinding to get it done quick. But I really haven't put it to the hourly thing because of that. I mean, you know, years ago, or even now, some people like in the management and retail stores, their salary. And a lot of companies used to, I don't know if they still do, but a lot of companies took advantage of that. And they would be working 60 hours a week. When it broke all down to it, like when I worked at the grocery store, I was a lot of times I was making more than the store guy because he had to work so many hours. And if you broke down his hours to an hourly pay, I was making more than he was. He didn't like that, but you know, his was guaranteed. So I don't know. I really haven't broken it down. The good thing, where I think let me say this: the good one of the things that would get you on trying to figure that out. See, like right now, I am doing nothing with Amazon when I go to bed tonight, and I'm sound asleep. I'm not doing anything on Amazon, but I could be making some money. May not be much, might be 50 cents or $1, but I'm getting paid right now. I look at passive income. And that is the advantage. You may spend 2 or 3 hours doing this, and you may only made, I don't know, I don't even know. I think this one was a freebie, but I kind of wanted these because I think they will sell. That's why I do some of these, is because I think it'll sell. Um, but even if I got paid $20 for it, you know, that's only $10 an hour. So that's not hardly worth doing. I mean, $10 an hour here is decent money, but but you got to think about as long as this is available on Amazon and my video is on Amazon, I have the opportunity to make money 24 hours a day off of that 2 hours worth of work. So you really can't. It's really hard to do to break it down and to see how much it would be hourly. But as far as just doing the edit or the video and the edit, you could kind of figure that one out, you know. But I don't know. Maybe if some mathematician could put some numbers together and come up with something. But when you start adding in earned commissions, I don't know if you could figure that one out because it too many variables. So I can't really answer that question, Alex. In a long answer. Oh, I used to do AdSense, but it tells me my website needs to be corrections, and I can't figure it out if I gave up. Oh, you just making AdSense on. Oh, so AdSense is not just for YouTube. So okay. I used to work with. Well, she did DoorDash, and I think actually she's the one that kind of told me about Spark, I believe. But she said that she had a blog website. I don't know much about blogs at all, but she said that she made money and then she got sent like tickets to Six Flags and stuff like that. I guess you could run ads. Maybe AdSense works like on those sites just like it does on YouTube. I don't. I've never done that. Speaking of which, I do have a domain that I think is expiring. Or I need to check on that. I think I got dashinggrandpa.com. I don't know that I really need it. I just got it because I thought it might turn out to be bigger than what it has. But um, so is the AdSense off of a regular? I'd like to know more. AdSense doesn't really pay a lot, but it does add up, especially if you've got a lot of views. That's why I'm. That's why on the random reviews site, YouTube channel, I, I really don't want. I mean, I really. How can I word this? I don't want it to sound like it's for, but I would really like to see what it would pay if I could get it monetized because I get a lot of watch time for me. I mean, it seems like a lot of watch time for me, but I just don't have it. I haven't even broke 500 subscribers yet. I would just be interested to see. And once I saw it, that's cool. That's great. Yeah, I guarantee you to make more than the National Grandpa YouTube channel. This one ain't making, I think I make 50, $60 a month. But I don't put the videos out. You've got to put the videos out to get the AdSense. Now, I've kind of lost track here. Oh no, we can't have the AI. Yeah. No, I don't like sounding like a robot. Building passive income is nice. That's pretty much what the reviews is. You know, put in a few hours for potential returns years down the road. Yeah. I'm not. I'm not going to go with years on this, but I would go on months. It could go a year. I lost the screen. Oh, I flipped. Never mind. I'm losing my mind, y'all. Here we go. What in the world? There we go. We're back on StreamYard tab now. Um, but yeah, if you can create something with passive income, that's all the better because I guess when you're sitting over in Maui sipping on Mai Tais, you got that money rolling in and you got this big Rolex on and the hot women or the hot men hanging around you bringing you drinks. You know, you don't really believe that. I believe there are some people like that, but I don't really buy it. Now you would, I might do that for a week. Take a vacation like that. Man, if I had that kind of money, I'd be investing in real estate. Man, if you could have gotten into real estate 5 years ago, you could probably double or triple your money now. Real estate, jewelry, firearms, things like that don't do anything but go up. I would invest it, and I don't know anything about that. I don't even want to say that word on here and get any attention. But that certain kind of currency that people are using nowadays, I don't know anything about it. I wouldn't do that. I want something physical, real estate, real estate. You can add AdSense links into your website. You get paid per click, etc. I know what was it? Wasn't it MySpace years ago that you could do that? But you got like 5 cents for each click or something like that. and if they bought something, you made a nickel or something. So I guess yeah, I've got a website. I've got a webpage, dashinggrandpa.com, but I don't, it's kind of a central hub. It's got this page linked. I don't even know if I've got Grandpa's random reviews linked to it because I haven't messed with it in a while. But I have the links on my musical instruments website and the Brit Shop website. My wife and I are currently saving up to build a home, hopefully in a year or so. It'll be nice. You're young enough. Yep. You have the advantage there. Y'all are young enough to do it. Just so darn expensive now. I've been looking at because my lease will be up here in, I believe, September, towards the end of September. Anyway, and I really need a two bedroom, and I kind of like to have a house, but I've been looking at even the houses for sale, the houses for rent. They are so darn expensive. You know, a two bedroom, one bath house here is 12 to $1,500 a month, and that's not even nice. That's just one that a fixer upper. And as far as buying it, the houses that were 60 and 70,000 are now 150,000, 180,000, and the income has not went up in this area. The grocery stores, Walmart, the food services, all that, they're all paying the same as they was 10 years ago. They're not paying more. There hasn't been a pay increase in Texas on the minimum wage stuff, and I don't know how long. But don't know. I just don't know how people are affording it now. But when we was up in Colorado last year, we're just the, the side of a rock. You would have to do some massive landscaping just to be able to put a little cabin on it. It was $100,000, and you had to do something with that land. It was just the side of a rock there on the mountain. It was ridiculous. And now prices are even higher. I can't even imagine what they are. Wichita Falls is still cheaper. I don't know. Dallas, the Dallas area, Dallas, Plano, Richardson, Grand Prairie, Arlington, all the places down in the DFW area. Like this apartment, I would say 15, 16 years ago, this apartment would have been about 700 to $800 a month then. That's what it is here now. So there is there's no telling. It's probably $1,200 a month, and there ain't no way this apartment's. It's not even. I don't know how many square foot it is. Maybe 600, 650. It's not very big. One bedroom, one bath, and y'all see the size of the living room. But I want something, and it's upstairs, which that's good in a way because it's good exercise. But it's bad in a way when you start lugging stuff up here. I feel sorry for the UPS when they deliver. Most of that stuff goes to my mother's house, but some of it comes here. Man, I would like to find a two bedroom, bath and a half, maybe. I'd like to have two bathrooms, but just me and one bathroom is fine. But three bedroom would be great. My problem is I don't really want in a neighborhood. I kind of like it on the outskirts and it's only because I do so much videoing. I try to do it over at my mom's, and y'all may have watched some of the reviews here. Boom, 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 and dogs barking and jets flying over. And never fails. It can be dead quiet till you hit record. Everything breaks loose. Kids playing down in the park. You know, you can't control that. I mean, you shouldn't try to control the kids playing because kids. I wouldn't do that. But if you live just right outside of town, it might be better. That's what I'm really. I'd even live in a trailer house if I could find something outside of town. Ain't nothing wrong with trailer. The only thing that I don't like about trailer houses is the cost of electricity and the heating, the cooling and the heating. Because I have not been in a trailer house yet that was uh, very very well insulated. The utilities are high, but if I could just find something on the edge of town, it'd be great. These apartments are kind of quiet, but sometimes it's, you know, there for a while I said I'm moving into a senior living area because I was one of the younger ones. There's younger couples, two or three younger couples that moved in to try to settle. But they're quiet, young family. Little girl across the way, she fusses a little bit every once in a while, but that's that's. But for the most part, this is quiet. I don't hear no neighbors. Some apartments I lived in, you could hear people on the other side of the wall banging stuff. Quiet here. I have. I was probably a very bad neighbor when I moved in. I would bounce stuff around, hammer on the walls 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. For 4 months, I didn't even know anybody lived anymore. One day I saw an old man out there, but apparently he can't hear. So it's my advantage. I just don't know what it would sound like downstairs. Anyway, I don't know. It would be far more cheaper to live outside. I guess I don't really know. I, I haven't found anything right outside of town that I could afford. But in Wichita Falls, you get outside of town, and they're 500, 500,000 to $1 million. Because they're building a lot of big houses outside the city. Yeah, I'd be outside the city limits, out on the south side of Wichita, and even on the north side, out west of Wichita Falls, they're building high dollar houses. So I don't know. An old farmhouse would be fine with me, as long as it had decent windows in it. You got to be able to afford your electric bill because your house payment's already going to be 1,000 a month or more. And then you throw in a $500 a month electric bill because it's not insulated well. You know, I don't know. But like Alex is planning, they're planning on building a house, so it'll it'll be efficient, I imagine. That was the word I was trying to think of earlier, efficient. And I would go with solar panels too. I really would, unless you're out in the country. And if you're out in the country, then I think you can get the wind turbines. But I do know solar panels, they pay for themselves. That one I do know. But anyway, y'all, oh wow, it's 10:20. I'm wide awake. But I can review this, and I got in a USB hub, powered USB hub. So I need to get started on those. I got a power inverter too, but that's an outside job. That's what I was going to look at today. I was going to look at fans because I got to be able to hook it up to a car battery and then plug something in that's AC. Where I would use it, and I've used one before, is plugging in an electric knife to clean fish with out of the lake. And there's electricity clean your fish with an electric knife. That's roughing it. Anybody, anybody. So yeah, I want to take more into that AdSense. Uh, if you want to share that information, you can message me or email me. But anyway, I am out. Thanks for coming, y'all. Pork chop. Have a good night. And yeah, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Or what is that? If the Lord don't come and the creek don't rise, I will be here next Thursday unless something comes up. You know, you never know. I might hit the lotto and you'll never see me again. No, y'all would. I would probably. I might be sitting on the beach for a week in Maui. But it wouldn't be because of me making millions and millions of dollars off of reviews. But anyway, y'all have a great night and appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out and listening to me ramble about a little bit of nothing, but all good. I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, friends, doing whatever it is you want to do. But seriously, make sure you keep doing something. And if you're like me, you're going to get yourself into doing too much. So take some time. That's what you preach, Brandon. Okay, okay. That's what I do. I myself sometimes. I think I even answer myself, see? Anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all next time. And sooner. Good night, y'all.